Hey, what's happening? So, the beautiful basket nutcase that you see in the thumbnail is my beautiful mother. I think that picture was taken in early 2000s, probably 2003. And I think she was pregnant with my sister at the time. But this woman here, I miss my mother, man. I don't miss my mother like everybody else misses their mother. I miss my mother because my last encounter with my mother was about 2 years ago. That she randomly showed up at my apartment and tried to move in with her and my sister. And I shot that shit down so quick that it actually, I was proud of myself, because most people, especially guys, have a hard time putting their parents in their place. My mother's a bipolar schizophrenic, sorry. I do believe to some determination or to some limit, a lot of her hereditary issues leaked off into me, whichever ones, I don't know. But my mother is very manipulative. And when she could not convince me that my father was less than, when she couldn't convince me that being a mama's boy was okay, when she couldn't convince me to just get up and move when she say move, when she couldn't convince me that a lot of the things that she raised me on, I kept that what the kids say there, I kept that same energy, and it would upset her. Like if I came over and said, Santa Claus ain't real, man. Your parents work hard to provide you with gifts because that they want to see their offspring happy and playing with these toys and enjoying themselves. And when I met, when I was with my dad and met my stepmother and stuff, they shut that shit down, bro. You're not finna be walking around here thinking Santa Claus coming down no chimney. We paid for them clothes. We paid for that bike. We paid for them video games. And they make it so darn cut and dry. They'll put it just in a plain white box. They won't even bother wrapping it up. Just a plain white box. So I begin to miss my mother in ways that I guess you could say I had to be humble, because I just want to talk to my mom. I can see her right now. She probably laugh at my circumstances right now, but at the same time, she would say, CJ, I told you, you should have came. You should have came to California with me. You should have came and to Las Vegas with me. You should have came. But you wanted to be hard-headed and you wanted to stay with her. I already know what she's going to say. And to that, I would just say, you know what, Mom, I miss you, man. I really do. My stepmother, in the 4 or 5 years I've been out of that house, she's called me all but 0 times. I asked myself, do you ever even pitch the idea to Dad, like, you talk to CJ? How's CJ doing? CJ all right? I doubt it. Nothing on social media. It's very strange. You're supposed to be a church-going Baptist Christian and a deaconess and all this other baloney, but you guys can't reach out to the only family member who living like this. I'm not a crackhead. I'm not a thief. I'm not none of these different things that would say, oh, well, we don't fuck with that guy. Nah. I can hear a lot of them now saying, CJ don't want to take accountability. CJ don't want to take responsibility. This is exactly why I'm not around you guys. because I would sit there and talk for 10 hours straight about everything I've tried, everything I've done, all of the trial errors and stuff like that, and you guys would still say, well, you know, you just gotta. It's a commenter, he left a comment saying, man up. I forgot to address it, but he said, man up. Boy, look, I got about as big a dick and balls as any man out here walking around. Oh, you're immature. That's not what I mean. Let me finish. Boy, I have manned up where I've gotten manned out. I've manned up so much that I'm manned out. There is nothing about my character as a man that is not mature. So there is no more manning up to do. I am in this position because I manned up. I lived with somebody who kept throwing these different, we can get you, we found you a car for $3,000. We found you a car for $5,000. You know, woman, if I had $3,000 to $5,000, you think I'd be living with you? I would have bought a bike and saved the rest and just ride the bike to and from work. So they got upset because I wasn't somebody who was physically to them doing enough. So I said, nah, man, I can't do this. I'd rather be close to my job and be able to take myself to and from work than to be on somebody else's time, giving them $70, you know, sometime literally $140 to fill up their truck to bring me to and from work. I have done exactly what a man should do. So thank you for reiterating the reason why I don't have friends. I don't have people that can just tell me any old thing and I'm gonna say, yeah, you right, I do need to man up. Nah, that ain't that you know, not I said to fly. Not me said to flee. So that's just really all I wanted to say, man. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I miss my mom. I can't get a hold of her in any way possible. My mom is hard to find. My sister's hard to find. But I miss you, Mom, wherever you at. I miss you. I wish I could talk to you on the phone and see you in person. And at this point, hell, I'd go wherever you want to go. I guess I've been softened up by the world so much that, you know, whatever invitation you got for me, I'll accept it. Just to be with my mom and at least feel like I got a purpose to keep moving forward, which would be to just look after my mom. So, to everybody out there who is a mother, happy Mother's Day. I know a lot of y'all are deranged psychopath, narcissistic psychopaths, and it's almost like a day of worship. Father's Day just gets shit on. But a lot of you mothers out there, get your head out your ass and realize that although you play a huge part in your children's lives, make sure you're not the parent that will remind your children of, see, this is why I can't deal with mom. She does X, Y, and this is why I can't deal with her. Make sure you're not that one. Now, make sure you're not that mother. Step parents out there, if you got kids that ain't yours, treat them like yours. You're supposed to be the adult. Don't let the frustrations of children 25, 30 years younger than you change your perception on the way you treat that kid. I'm out, guys. Thank y'all for listening to me.